Alright, today I'm going to talk about coping with food. Now, last night I probably had one of the most brutal dreams I've had in a while. Pretty much what had happened was in my dream, I invited everybody from my high school over to my house for a party. And every time I'd approach somebody or any of that, I like getting sidetracked and I had to like run an errand, go out and run an errand, do something. And then I'd come back, same thing would happen, wouldn't talk to anybody, and I kept getting sidetracked with like errands, and I kept running out. And then finally, when I was ready, the sun was coming up, and everyone was getting in their cars, and I said, "Wait, guys, I'm ready now, I'm ready, stay." And they all looked at me simultaneously and said, "You're too late now," and left. And then I woke up, I was the most depressed, that was like the most depressing fucking dream. But, anyway, coping with food. Probably, like I always say, if you're going to cope with something that you put into your body, chances are it's not a good idea. And one of the biggest regrets I have is coping with food. You know, I got no one to blame but myself for this shit, because you cannot afford to be high body fat percent in 2022. You know, and it really is a setback, because like I thought I was invincible. Like I was, because I've been skinny my whole life. I thought like, oh, you know, eating like this garbage every day, I'll be fine. But nah, you know, I started getting a beer belly, I started getting boobs. And it wasn't good, you know. And I noticed, like, here's the thing with like motivational shit. I always notice, like, I don't know if you guys are like this too, but like seeing people fuck up and flop at life is way more motivational than seeing some like roid head gym max dude without his shirt on saying, "You can do it, you can do anything." You know, it's like watching like Nikocado Avocado, you know, seeing his insane decline. That's way more motivational, because I look at that dude and I'm like, God damn, I don't want to fucking be like that. You know, shit's gotta change. You know. But yeah, like pretty much what had happened was when this pandemic happened, like 2 years ago, I think I was in my first year of college, and everything, like I was probably like the most miserable, because like I didn't leave the house at all, you know, probably like once a month. The school was online, you know, so I couldn't even go to school. Like the whole shit was online, and you know it's over when the only thing making you happy is food, because that was like the point I was at. The only thing making me happy was fucking food. You know, that's how I was fucking coping. And my mom's soy friend at the time, you know, this guy stayed with us during like the first like couple months of the pandemic, like when it happened. And he was going to school too. He was going to college too. And even though he was like fucking like 60 years old, he was going to college too. Not in the same one I was going in. But this guy, I would tell him, like, it was morning, lunch, and dinner, I would just tell him. And this guy, I've never seen behavior, I've talked about this, I've never seen behavior like this before. Like, this guy was a lapdog. He would do any and everything to please me, spoil me, like I was some spoiled brat. Same thing for my mom, just spoiled us. He ran every errand for us, he did every house chore, it was a free ride for me. Like, I didn't have to do anything at all. You know, this guy just took care of every fucking thing, man. You know, everything. He would take both of our cars, fill it up with gas for us. Like, it was just fucking mind-blowing shit. Like, this is the life, like, some dudes are living. I don't know why this guy would do this. I really don't. But it was, like, on a level of, like, it was, like, scary as fuck, because he would do everything. But, anyway, let me tell you what my diet consisted of, how actually horrible it was for me. But pretty much, like, in the morning, I'd tell this dude, I'd say, get me McDonald's. And for some reason, this guy smelled like shit. Oh my God. I don't know if he, like, the night before, like, he brushed his teeth with poop or fucking forgot to wipe, but, like, this dude just smelled like garbage all the time. And, like, I tried to, like, tell my mom about it. She was like, I don't smell anything. But this guy smelled so fucking bad, man. But, anyway, morning was McDonald's. Afternoon was, like, fucking Burger King. And, like, dinner was fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's like the fucking American diet. Like, that's how fucking bad it was. You know, that's how actually bad it was. And I thought, like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna gain that much, because, like, I'm fucking, like, stupid. I don't know why I thought that. And then, yeah, the boobs, I started getting boobs. You know, I started getting a belly. I was like, oh, fuck, you know, this has to stop. Like, holy shit. Because I was eating so bad for, like, that whole year. You know, just coping with that shit, because I was so fucking miserable. I had, like, barely anybody. I was doing online school, you know, just sitting in my house all day, every day, you know. It's like, how do you cope? Food, that's how I was coping. I was just eating food to make me happy, you know, just to, like, fill the void. And all it did was make shit so much fucking worse, man. You know, like, it set me back so much. It made me gain weight, you know, look like shit. It's just not, coping with food. That's how like addictions start, But yeah, it was always fast food guys. I would tell this dude, I'd be like, get me whatever the fuck, get me Wendy's right now. He'd be like, okay, yes, I will, sir. He'd jump in his car, come back with it, and yeah, like that's what would happen. It's fucking crazy, man. But how this guy broke up with my mom, you're not gonna believe this shit. He tried to cheat on a 25-year-old Stacy, that went to his college, and my mom found out about it. He wasn't successful, obviously. I don't know why. Like, if you're bald, like, this guy was not tall at all. He was bald. I don't understand, like, why he would possibly think a 25-year-old girl would want him. And I remember the whole thing. My mom fucking called this girl, just fucking being like, what the fuck happened and shit. And she was like, oh, I didn't know. He's just a friend. It was, oh my God, it's so fucking funny, man. It's just so funny. But, yeah, that's how it ended for him. He pretty much, like, got caught cheating or attempting to cheat. He didn't successfully cheat. And I don't understand too, like, when these PUAs and shit say like, oh, just, or these MGTOWs, they'd be like, oh, just go for the younger girls, older guy, or younger girls love older guys. It's like, why would a young 25-year-old girl want a 60-year-old bald short dude? Like, what? Like, I don't know. It just makes no sense. And like, I obviously knew, like, how's the quote go? Predicting 8 o'clock at 7:30. Like, I already know how this shit was gonna go. He would have fucked up and flopped either way. There's no way he would have pulled that. But he got caught cheating, and she left him. And we only found out like a couple months ago that he's in jail right now. About like a year after they broke up, he had some sort of mental breakdown, broke into a store, beat the shit out of people, and now he's in jail. And because I was just fucking mortified. I was like, holy shit. And it's really brutal too, because like, is that the life of a sub-5? Because fuck, I don't want to live that fucking life. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, when I heard that, I was just like, God damn. It's like he's doing like 7 years for that shit. Wow. I don't know. It just blows my mind. I wouldn't have expected that from him. Like, I really wouldn't have expected that from him. Because he was just like a beta. He was just a nice guy, like one of those a literal typical nice guys, like one of those dudes, who did everything for us. But yeah, man, what was I talking about? Yeah, coping with food. It's just, I don't know, man. My life is just fucking weird. I don't know why I fucking did that shit. I thought like, oh, I won't gain too much weight. I was wrong. I wasn't morbid, but like I got to a point where I was like, this needs to change, and like I changed it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the next step is the gym now, build some muscle. But yeah, that's pretty much coping with food.